His first ability is Smoke. It's basically pistols with a rocket launcher. That's basically what Smoke is. He has limited pyrokinesis, or aka fire manipulation, with his smoke abilities. It's mainly just smoke, and he can supercharge his smoke to hit you and turn you into ash and smoke on contact. Now, it's not necessarily guaranteed it will be able to turn you into smoke and ash. It's more or less, if you're already weak enough, it will turn you into that. He can also absorb that same smoke and gain power from it. He's able to turn physical matter into energy. If we know anything about science, that's a lot of fucking energy that he's manipulating into. And so, yeah, it's just pistols. And also, smoke is allowing him to smoke dash, turn his whole body on his atomic structure into smoke, allow him to go through fences, vents, be able to basically kind of fly with it. We have seen other prime condoms with the smoke powers to be able to dash further than Delsin, so he should be able to mimic that, if that's just not just a gameplay limitation, for being honest. He's also able to create smoke grenades that can, bind you in a head full of smoke that can, basically make you blind, lack of better words. Smoke manipulation is basically, that's it. It's just pistols with rocket launchers, and that's really it. He also has a unique, iconic kinetic ability where he can transform into, first off, he supercharges his abilities, and then he flies in the air and lands down super hard in a pillar of smoke, and that destroys a good chunk of the area. Again, smoke for Delsin isn't really anything to write home about. It's just an overall pistol-based weapon. It's just a very common ability set. It's nothing that good, not that bad. Neon is something that we have to talk about right now. I'm just going to pull the grenade handle on this. Neon, when he uses light speed dash, he's not moving at light speed. That is just the name of the ability. He's not moving at it. Yes, Delsin says when he first acquired the ability, at the speed of light, baby, but he's not moving at the speed of light. The reason why is because Fetch has her own video game when she's the main protagonist. She literally has to run away from a helicopter. Now, if Fetch was moving at light speed, canonically here, she would have instantly escaped that helicopter. But no, that helicopter literally followed her. Hell, even cops were able to run her down because she's not moving at light speed. If she's not moving at light speed, Delsin is not moving at light speed. People who don't even have light speed feats, okay, not every condo has light speed feats, are able to see and keep up with Fetch. Neon is not light speed at all. At max, it's just really, really fast, but we don't know how quantifiable fast it is. But anyone who says Neon is light speed or Delsin has light speed movement and combat speed, it's just false, because the Fetch DLC kind of disproves that if people can see her and interact with her. That is it. That is it. She does not, or Delsin does not have light speed. They do not move at the speed of light. But what is Neon? Neon is very much precision based. It's really Delsin with Neon is an expert shooter. It can tackle headshots that can instant kill you, or if you're strong enough, can bind you, but he has to shoot multiple weak points on your body. He can also throw out the stasis grenades that allowed him to, shoot you at any point in your body and just capture you. And basically with his chain, he's able to hit you with a laser sword. Delsin's iconic ability in this Neon element state is Ionic Sweep, where he just transforms into neon energy, sweeps you up, and then blasts you and captures you or insta kills you, depending on if you're good and evil. By the way, we're using good Delsin here. So with that being said, Neon is not light speed. It's mainly precision based abilities, and he can also slow down his reactions. Well, he can also either speed up his reaction time or slow down. I think it's more him. He's speeding up his reaction so fast that he looks like the world is slowing down around him. So he can't do that. Basically, Neon is pretty fucking good if you're not really faster than Neon. Video is homing and basically summoning for Delsin. Delsin is able to turn invisible. Well, not necessarily. He becomes very invisible to a point where it's harder for you to see him. He's not directly truly invisible by the description of his visibility powers. And as good Delsin, he's able to summon angels. Now, with his iconic ability, he can summon hordes of angels. So I will give him that. He's able to summon hordes of angels to fight alongside him or just do kamikaze dive bomb attacks. He's also able to create swords that can home on enemies and follow them depending on where they go. So if he hits you with the homing beacon, those swords will follow you regardless of where you're at. They do have a point where if you move too fast or move out the way, they can just disappear. So it's not perfect. They don't forever hunt you down until they hit you, but they do very much follow you. Not only that, he's also able to have a better flight. He can also transform into pixels while dashing or flying. Basically, he does have a form of flight. And if he's by satellites, he's able to transform into pure videographic radio waves. That should be light speed, but again, he would not scale to that in his combat speed at all because he can't fight in that state of form, and I won't be giving that to him in that matchup because this is not taking place in the city. With that being stated, that's basically video. He can summon angels, turn invisible, create energy swords, and home energy swords. And that's really it. He doesn't scale to Eugene at all. There's nothing that Eugene has that Delsin can do outside of angel creation and summon swords creation. He can't transform to a giant angel being. He never shown the ability to do so. And really, that's about it. It's just hard light constructs. Now, consider that it should be light. Would you consider these to be light speed? I personally, again, saying there isn't. It isn't light speed because it's more like hard light constructs that themselves don't even move at light speed. And nowhere does it state in any of his descriptions that these things move at light speed. If anything, it says they move really fast. So again, Delsin has really no light speed feats in Infamous. But with that being said, let's get into the last ability. Concrete is going to be the shortest one because Concrete is the power that has no iconic ultimate, no capturing animation, no killing animation. It's the most rushed power in Infamous Second Son. Concrete gives Delsin increased durability. That's basically it. He can create a concrete shell. He can create concrete throwing knives. And that's it. He can supercharge his fist to pound the ground, but that's best it. That's really all Concrete is just that. Is increased durability in concrete manipulation that he can create a shell, a roly-poly form, and ninja stars. Concrete is not that well fleshed out in Infamous Second Son. I mean, that as RNG. Hell, you have to absorb it from fallen enemies, but to be fair, in the DLC, First Light, which you can play as Delsin in that game, he can't just absorb concrete pillars, so he will be able to just do that. Naturally, he does not need to absorb it from DEP soldiers. So that's basically Concrete in a nutshell. There's nothing that special about it. It's actually the worst ability in the game, in the entire franchise, if I'm being honest with you. But with that being said, is this all enough to defeat Frey Holland? Surprisingly, most likely, possibly, maybe. Let's get to our second. Strike! So, with that being stated of all of his abilities, how powerful is Delsin Roll from Infamous Second Son? He's a very powerful character, but he's not nowhere near close to Cole McGrath's power level. I don't know why people say that. People always talk about how he was able to destroy the concrete fortress that Augustine made, even though he broke support beams, and it sunk. He didn't blow it up or anything. It sunk to the sea because he destroyed the support beams. That's all he did. And that's the best AP feat he actually has. And that's really all he scales to, is that one feat that he weakened. It's like Invincible characters trying to say they're planetary because they blew up a planet. No, they're not. Because context matters, and the context is that he cannot do that with his raw power. So with that being stated, he should be at least multi-city block level, probably close to easily in that maybe town level of power, depending how high you scale his orbital drop from smoke. But besides that, yeah, he's pretty strong. But would that help him in this fight? Even though he doesn't have light speed, he's not light speed at all. That's just the name of his ability. I can see why a lot of people believe he's light speed, but he's just Death Slinger. His face personal magic allows her to weaponize and use wood-based abilities. She can make shields. It's basically every class you can think of, but she can make shields, landmines, wood turrets, and she can use it to find secret items around the world. She can also use it to summon a little plant that can shoot for her and give her health. She can also make a wood whip and wood vines come out the ground instantly. and she can also use the nature of Earth itself to boost her movement speed. So wood itself is a very powerful thing that she has, and it's very useful. It has a variety of abilities. Like I said earlier, it can also bind people to combine people, even if they're somewhat intangible or spiritual beings. She can bind them together. Well, to be fair, it does have a limit. If you're big enough, it can't bind you, and if you're strong enough, it can also not bind you. So it does have a limit with that. But besides that, that's basically purple magic or face personal magical wood, which is very useful in this matchup. Red magic is phase melee magic, and it uses fire. Now, fire, she can weaponize it by creating fire pillars, but she mainly uses it to enhance her physical attacks or just create fire spears, swords, summon swords, charge at you with fire, or bring herself to you with a fire whip, or you to her with a fire whip. She can also use fire to enhance her movement speed by jumping up and down. Well, not I said jumping up and down. She can use it to jump and throw, again, fire spears, and she can also summon fire allies that can help her fight in a fight because they're fire allies. And she can also summon this weird fire diamond that is able to enhance all of her abilities. I can't personally figure out what the fuck it does, but it does enhance her abilities. So yeah, her fire based magic is her melee based magic, and that's basically all it does. It's not noteworthy until her second two abilities come along, which are pretty noteworthy, but her fire based abilities is very useful, especially when she can summon allies and create fire shield fire weapons that really just burns you and bypasses her durability. A fun fact. So yeah, let's get to her third one. Her third one is blue magic, and it's ice, water, and gravity magic. I don't know why it has so many different properties. I just played the game. And with that, she can create water vortexes that can manipulate gravity by pulling you in. She can create water arrows that are able to somewhat pierce you pierce you. She can also launch them in the air and delay their attack until she wants them to. She can create water balls that can hurt you, that also enhances and get rid of charge. Like, she can hit you with a water ball, and the more water balls she has, the less she has to worry about charging up her magic. So she can easily just boom, 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 hit you with the most powerful version of her water-based, gravity-based, ice-based magic. She can also create a water skateboard, a surfboard that she can use to increase her movement speed again. She can also create a water pillar to enhance her movement speed again by jumping all the way up in the air so you can't reach her. You can also create a water poisonous snake that can bite you, and even if you're a spiritual being, can still poison you. With gravity, ice, and water, her blue magic is kind of broken. Is my favorite one in the entire game. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of crazy. Her green magic is lightning and light, and she can also use it to create illusions by creating fake versions of herself, dazing enemies, and just knocking you out with light and lightning magic. And with this light and lightning magic, she can also hit you with light-based attacks that she can also use to charge up and hit you with homing attacks. Doesn't matter how many times she hits you, she can basically use it as many times she wants to. The more she hits you with weaker based lightning magic, she also hits you with a homing attack. It's really fucking powerful, and it doesn't matter how fast you are, it will still hit you. And with that, she can also turn herself completely invisible. Not faint stuff, she can turn herself completely invisible, and she can also drain your soul with this magic. Yes, she can literally drain the life force out of you. It's fucking incredible. And she can also use her light-based magic to increase her speed while also applying homing attack charges on you. And her movement speed is indeed light because it uses light-based magic, or the portion of light for her green magic. So she does actually have light-based movement speed, unlike somebody else in this matchup. So with that being said, that's basically all of her magic. So yeah, let's get into her power level. Solomon is a very interesting character because her game is not that bad. It's just her dialogue and open world sucks complete dog shit. That's basically it. As somebody who actually played the game, I created my own opinion instead of what the YouTube narrative told me to. And I don't hate the game. Is it the best thing I ever played? No. Is it the worst thing I ever played? Hell no. But honestly, the game is not that bad. Honestly, I highly recommend check it out for like $5. It's always on sale for like $20 to $5. You're not gonna be that disappointed for a $5 game. I'm not gonna lie to you. The combat's really fun, and really, her power level is pretty fucking good. Her power level, she's able to take down a golden man called Susurrus, who was able to create a giant vacuum vortex around the entirety of around the entirety of a city, which should be around regular city size. You could make an argument that it's small city level, but he was able to create a vortex around that city in really easily and casually. And he was also threatening to destroy the afterlife of the world that Forspoken takes in, which should put him in at least, if he was able to destroy it, possibly in that. We don't know how big it is, but it could truly be as big as the planet or the universe. I want to say it's more of a planet size. So you could make an argument that he could destroy a planet size realm, which should put him in around low planetary. And Faye was able to overpower him and trap him within her arms. So she should have that level of power in her golden Tanta form, the Tantas of Tanta, whatever it is. And she also has resistance to corruption manipulation too. So yeah, Faye is pretty fucking powerful unironically. But would that be enough to get her? So the winner is going to be Faye. The reason why, because Faye actually has light speed abilities and light speed feats, and also her biggest feat is way better than the potential small town to even argue small town, because Delson had to weaken the support beams, and even then he doesn't scale anything to Cole at all. So her feat of defeating Susurrus, who was able to almost destroy potentially the afterlife and also destroy an entire city easily and casually, mind you, scales above everything in Infamous Second Son and an Infamous Second Generation of video games. So with that being stated, Faye would just win because she's just straight up faster, and she has far more hacks abilities. Be able to take away Delson's soul, or just be able to manipulate things that Delson would not have access to, like gravity, ice, and all the other elemental abilities she has will just be way more. It is way more better than anything that Delson ever shown us. So the winner is going to be Faye here. But if you don't like it, it's my opinion, so you can just make your own video, I guess. I don't know. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out. My next matchup, by the way, will be Danny from Dead Island 2 and Kyle Crane from Dying Like the Beast. So stay tuned for next year.